Hey everyone! Continuing from the previous build video, I will be painting this Dimaxatron. I've built it in sub-assemblies to make it easier to paint. I primed all the parts with Army Painter's Spray Primer, Plate Mail. After the primer has dried, I'm going to start by painting all the organic parts in purple matter. Thin down the paint 1:1 with water. You will have to give it 2 thin coats to get a solid color. If you get any overspill of paint, just get a damp brush and quickly wipe off the area. I want to try and preserve all the metallic areas as much as I can, just so I can save some time. Once the purple has dried, I'm going to come back with Napthol Red to do a dry brush over all the raised areas of muscle. This includes the torso area. To me this looks like organic muscle, so I will paint it with purple matter and then Napthol Red. The Napthol Red is a very thin color, so to make it go quicker for me, I will do a thin dry brush layer over all the muscle areas. Then come back with a layer of Napthol Red over the dry brush to get a solid color. If I get any red in the recessed areas, I will come back with my purple color and recess shade the muscle fibers. Now for the carapace armor. First I'm going to base coat the armor panels with black. Any black will do. For me I'm using carbon black from Joe Sonja's. Once the black is dried, I would like to try a striation pattern on the carapace. I really like this pattern on bug-like creatures, so I would like to try it out on this one. For the pattern I'm going to be using a pink magenta color. My first pass will be with a mixture of magenta and carbon black. Keep building up the layers until you are happy. After our black and magenta mix has dried, I'm going to come in with pure magenta and continue doing the striation pattern. This color is very thin, so it will take a few coats, which works in our advantage because I would like to have a different shade showing through the entire pattern. To get the striation pattern I'm going for, start from one end of the armor and lightly and quickly flick or drag the brush up to as many or as little lines as you want. For the armor trim, I'm going to be painting it a gold color made from Vallejo silver and snakebite leather contrast paint, mixed 50-50 together. Once the gold has dried, I'm going to start an oil wash using Winsor & Newton's carbon black and burnt umber mixed 50-50 and wash it over all the metallic areas. finished the oil wash on the armor, I'm going to make another oil wash using magenta and black and wash it over the organic areas. Once all the oils have dried, I'm going to clean the flat surfaces with an eyeshadow makeup sponge. I prefer makeup sponges over Q-tips because Q-tips leave a lot of little fibers across your miniature. It takes quite a bit of time to clean that off. Now for the exposed brain. I'm going to paint all the raised brain texture with Warlord Purple, making sure I don't get any in the recesses, but if you do, just use your original purple to paint back in the recessed areas. For the highlights, I'm going to mix Fluro Magenta from Vallejo and Warlord Purple in a 1-to-1 mix, then highlight all the top ridges of the brain texture. After the base has been built and dried, I'm going to prime it all with black. Then come with a dry brush of Great Coat Grey from P3. This took a few layers to get the color that I was happy with. After the grey has dried, I'm going to come back with another dry brush of Vallejo Wolf Grey. With this color, I'm trying to hit all the raised areas and peaks of the texture. This took me 2 coats as well. And I'm going to do a final dry brush of pure white just for the top peaks. I forgot to film this part, but after the paint has dried, I'm going to come back with several colors of washes. A Camoshade, Nuln Oil, Agrax Earthshade, and Gryph Hound Orange, and just spread each of these colors in random spots, allowing them to mix together if needed. I wanted to try to get different colors into my rocks than just plain grey. After all the colored washes have dried, I'm going to come back in with an overall black wash to tie in all the colors. The wreckage was based with Neptune blue metallic color from Greenstuff World. I wanted to try this paint out, and I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. After the Neptune blue has dried, I'm going to come back with Agrax Earthshade and shade the entire wreckage. After the shade has dried, I'm going to come back with a dry brush with the original base color Neptune Blue. And then a final highlight dry brush with a mixture of Vallejo Silver and Neptune Blue. After all the washes on the base has dried, I'm going to come back with a medium sea grey dry brush just to pick out all the textures again. I'll stop my narrating here so you can watch the final time lapse of the build process. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and if there's anything you'd like to see me cover in another video, please leave it in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.